In this video, I'm going to tell you what I liked about when I worked at Keller Williams Realty. So pretty much what I liked about the company, the brokerage, the firm as a whole. I'm going to give you the 4 things that really stood out to me that I can honestly see why they are one of the biggest brokerages in real estate. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button because I release content related to real estate all the time and I would love to have you a part of my YouTube community. So let's go ahead and get into what I liked about Keller Williams Realty and how it's kind of a good brokerage, or it could be, or all that kind of stuff. Alright, so before I get into what I liked about Keller Williams, I'm going to tell you that I am not there anymore. This isn't a solicitation for their firm. I'm not saying go join their firm or anything like that. I'm simply just sharing my personal opinion. Once again, I recorded a video not too long ago about why I left Keller Williams, and that video is still out there. It's in the cards for you to click on it if you want to go and watch that video. This video is honestly about the good things that I liked about Keller Williams. So a lot of agents have reached out to me and asked me, did I think that they shouldn't go to KW, or what my whole stance on it was. And I am not trying to stop anybody from going to a KW branch or a KW firm. Every office, each KW office is independently owned and operated. So your experience most likely is not going to be like my experience. I had one of those one-offs, and I actually was an agent at 2 different KW offices. So I'm going to talk about the one that I really liked. It just wasn't close to my house, and so I decided not to be an agent there anymore. And so here are the things that I liked about the Keller Williams office that I first started at. The first thing is that they had a very extensive training setup. It was a lot. So for new agents, they had this program called Ignite that you went to every day for a few weeks. And this particular firm, they had a night version to where if you work during the day, you can go at night. And then they also had one for the daytime. And so it was super convenient for anyone's schedule. But even aside from that, at that particular office, they had a calendar that you can pretty much see anywhere that you got as an agent. And there were so many classes on that calendar. I mean, I'm talking like multiple classes a day. Now, this office had like hundreds of agents, and so, you know, none of the classes were full, but you can always just pick and choose. Like, I may want to go to a social media class in the morning, and maybe that night I wanted to go to a prospecting class. So there was just so many options, which was awesome because like literally you could pick and choose what you didn't know and attend that class. You didn't feel like you had to go to everything, but then there were options available when you could attend. The next thing that I liked about Keller Williams, and this is the company as a whole, I like that they had so many resources. I mean, pretty much anything you could think of that you need as an agent, this company has it. They've been in business for a very long time, and so they had a lot. Now, some of the stuff I'm not gonna lie, like I did feel like was a little outdated, and I talk about that in my other video. Some of the stuff that came from the corporate level I felt was a little outdated for the time. You know, it could have been just a little bit more sophisticated. But pretty much, if you want to know how to do something, they have resources for it. If you need access to something, they have resources for it. If you suddenly woke up one morning and decided to go from a residential agent to a commercial agent, they have a whole commercial division that's ready to just take you in. And so I really thought that was useful to that company. I mean, I can't think of anything even like right now that I don't think that they didn't have. Whether I liked it or not, they had some version of it. And so that was pretty cool. The next thing I liked about Keller Williams was that it was very structured and they had a plan for everything. I'm pretty sure anybody who's in real estate has read the book Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Well, that's a huge plan. It's pretty much a huge business plan. But what I noticed at KW was they had that for pretty much everything. Like if you wanted to grow a team, they had the exact plan for it. If you wanted to open up your own KW branch, they had the exact plan for it. If you needed a script for a luxury listing, they had that. Like, I mean, they pretty much had a plan for every single thing. It was very structured. I still remember to this day when I joined that Ignite class when I was a new agent, they gave me this book and it was probably like that thick, and it was just full of stuff, just scripts for any type of situation you can think of. I don't remember the price tag on that book, but you know, it was very structured and it was very resourceful. So I will say that they have the plan for anything that you pretty much want to do in real estate, whether it's leases, commercial, farm and ranch, condos, luxury. They have a plan for it. The last thing about Keller Williams that I did like was that it was big recognized name. That was actually one of the big reasons why I chose to go there starting out, because I thought that having a huge nationally recognized name was what I needed as a new agent. And so, you know, it's just one of those things where you talk to anybody about real estate and they're gonna have heard the name Keller Williams. Whether they like it or not, whether they're gonna hire a KW agent to sell their home or not, or work with them as a buyer or not, that's not what this video is about, but it's a nationally recognized name. So again, if you wanna see why I chose to leave KW, just watch the video that I recorded about that, and that'll give you all of that information. This is not sponsored by them. They're not paying me for this. This is literally, I'm doing this for the agents who are still thinking about going, but I don't want my last video to be a reflection upon the company as a whole. Because I was talking about one office with that, and I was giving my reasons why I left, but some people can't understand that, and so that's why I am recording this video. But if you want to watch that video, it's still out there. Go ahead, leave me a note down in the comments, tell me what you thought of this, and give me a thumbs up if you did find this information helpful or beneficial. And as always, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, because I release content like this all the time, and I would love to have you a part of my YouTube community. So until next time, I'm Chasen J Miles, and I will talk to you soon.